the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Oakland Raiders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
You.
21. Check that.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
21.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Here we go.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 25 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here we go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Let him know.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to go down again.
One thing I liked about this guy here in the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch the screen.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. A big pickup of 38. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit him with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
56 the mic. Hold up. 6 is the mic.
Now back to throw. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in route. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida.
Check three,
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go.
Garoppolo gives to Breida.
Touchdown, baby. You ain't got the key to this one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hurd. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Garoppolo now. That'll be complete to Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180!
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 79 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
You ain't going nowhere.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 56 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Mike's 56. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Let me remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now it's the backup line. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Garoppolo on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
56 is the mic.
Here we go. Kill.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, you bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
To throw is Garoppolo. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Interception all day, baby. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Right there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. 2nd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Bring it. Bring it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Echo. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, here's Foster. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On second down, Jacobs.
I got you, boy.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch the motion. Watch the motion.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Here we go.
At the 49ers' 18-yard line.
Yo.
Motion.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Marr is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards.
Right, 40! Monday.
Now a first down throw. Love. Open man is Ross, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yeah. Showing it. Show.
Second and 6. He'll bite, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D. Ford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Seeing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Calm the quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They run with Breida. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
After the interception, it's Love. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
brings up third and
Check out. 1, 6, 3. 59. Mike's at 59. Check Mike. Check Mike. 12.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Man, I got you.
12. Hey, Haywood.
A shotgun snap for Love. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes Pettis on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50.
Here we go.
First and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Garoppolo now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. This is Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on first and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off of play action. Luck. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Running is Jacobs. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. 12. Under 10. 80 weapon. Check.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Marr pulled it left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's got room. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gould with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
11.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
5, 6, 22.
Stop your whining. 56.
11. Hey, exit.
Let's go.
3rd and long. It's locked. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us.